Unfucking believable. Just absolutely unfucking believable. This is a heartbreaking game, to be honest. But I got a lot to say, so there's Rick and Morty. I don't even want to fucking watch it right now. I'm just gonna wait. I'm recording that shit. I'm not even in the fucking mood. I just got done watching that pathetic fucking excuse of a game. That Steelers-Bills game. Let me just talk to you guys a little bit something right now. Because I have so much I want to say about this game. I swear to Lord Jesus Christ, my personal Savior, if Randy FICTNER is still our offensive coordinator by the end of this year, after the season's over, I don't even know what I want to do right now. This motherfucker needs to be fired as soon as possible. I fucking hate Randy FICTNER. My level of anger right now is just, I'm trying not to really fucking yell because I could go ham on this fucking thing. I don't, because I know people are sleeping. I know this is a tough night, but actually, before I do it, hold on. This is unfucking believable. All right, much better. All right, that's better. So, Randy FICTNER, go fuck yourself. You are the worst fucking offensive coordinator in the NFL. You have some of the dumbest fucking play calls I have ever seen in my entire life. And you're making Delvin Duck Hodges look bad because of your shitty fucking play calling. Duck Hodges had to play his fucking ass off because you drew up some of the worst fucking plays I have ever seen in my entire life. I'll give credit where credit is due, though. First of all, before I go into tear more of a FICTNER of a new asshole, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Credits to shout out to Gary Newkirk. Shout out to all the Bills Mafia. Shout out to you guys. You guys played a hell of a game. This game was one of the worst games ever, but you guys did what you needed to do to win the game. Your defense showed up and caused turnovers. 5 turnovers. How the fuck are the Steelers going to have 5 turnovers and win the game? I get it, Duck, you're still a rookie, and this is your first loss, unfortunately, as a rookie, but it just wasn't your night. It just, unfortunately, was not your night, man. Trust me, man, I'm still behind you because you're a lot better than Mason Rudolph. Mason threw 4 interceptions against a bad Browns defense. This Bills defense, I'm going to give them a shitload of credit. They're one of the best defenses in the league. And Sean McDermott's a hell of a coach. I'm going to give absolute credit for the Bills. They played like they needed to, and they won the game. The officiating, though, Tony Cornette, dude, you need to fucking retire. Most of your calls tonight have been absolutely terrible. Some of these calls were just unfucking believable. First of all, I'm not even going to say that the 15-yard face mask. He never even touched his face mask, dude. Let me be honest. He never even touched it. It wasn't even close. And then you call false start, which could have one of the early drives that could have helped us conserve time, and we could have gotten a score out of it. That was nowhere near false start, and yet you call a long snapper going up to getting in position to snap the ball. You call that a false start? Shame on you. Shame on you, you fucking idiot. This is an absolutely terrible excuse of a refereeing crew. The officiating has been absolutely awful this season, and I hope to, mother of God, we need to start challenging penalties for this fucking league. Make it a rule, NFL. Challenge fucking penalties. Please. This is embarrassing. And oh yeah, forgot earlier with the fucking NFL officiating, head of officiating, had the right for interviewing with the Cowboys game with the fucking coin toss. Because you're a dumb fuck and can't hear they say defer. Are you kidding me? Officiating in general has just been so bad. And it's bad because the crews that are actually doing a good job, like John Husty's crew or Jerome Boger, even though he's not having the best year, he had one bad game. Ron Tolbert, and all those guys, you're making their crew look worse because your top crews are that fucking bad. Walt Anderson and Tony Cornette in general, man. What the fuck, dude? At least Bill Vinovich could have fucking improved. You haven't. 22 years in the league, and you're fucking making these shitty calls. You're not going to do this stupid fucking meme again. I'm not doing that. I'm not in the mood for it. This game is one of the ugliest games I've ever seen. 7, almost 9 turnovers on this game. Because there were 2 fumbles that were recovered by the teams, by the offense and everything. This game was just flat out ugly to watch. This was a tough one. Both offenses looked absolutely awful for the most part. Duck, man, I love you, man. Just had a bad game. You played against a great defense. You played against one of the best cornerbacks in the league, Tre'Davious White. Sorry, man, just had a bad game. But you know what? I'm willing to forgive you, man, because most of those throws were part of FICTNER's fucking shitty ass play calling, and because the receivers don't know what they're doing. They're not in that specific situation. I haven't been in that. Deion Kane, why are you throwing it to him, dude? James Washington, I get you're trying to throw it to him, but Randy FICTNER doesn't know what he's doing in regards to play calling. He couldn't have seen that the defensive back was coming in and get the game-winning interception. It's unfucking believable, honestly. Offense was absolutely atrocious. Our defense played their fucking nuts. Play their fucking asses off. I didn't mean to say nuts, but like they play their fucking asses off. And yet, what do we allow in turn? 5 fucking turnovers on offense. You are not going to win games with 5 turnovers. Let me tell you that right now. And this is also the 20th straight game we've had a turnover in our game. That is pathetic. Want to know whose fault that is? It's fucking Randy FICTNER. It's the offensive fault. Sometimes I get it. The Jordan Berry fumble was a punter, but let me just talk to Jordan Berry for a second. You are fucking garbage, dude. Your punts tonight were horrible. He had a 22-yard punt in the first quarter that set up the Bills for a field goal. Pathetic, dude. You need to be fucking cut from this fucking team. I waited all night for this fucking game, and I had a fucking shitty-ass fry. I don't even want to get into details. I do not want to get into details. I was waiting for this game. What did this team do? Because of fucking Randy FICTNER, they ruined my fucking weekend. Thanks a lot. Fucking piece of shit. Your fishing was garbage. FICTNER is the fucking worst offensive coordinator in the league. Hell, I'd rather have fucking who's the one coach of the Razorbacks? Bobby Petrino. I'd rather have Bobby fucking Petrino as my offensive coordinator than have Randy FICTNER as our offensive coordinator. Fuck, I'd rather have Todd Haley. I'd rather Todd Haley as our offensive coordinator again. Sure, was he stupid sometimes? Sure, but he knew how to produce a high-scoring offense. FICTNER's fucking too conservative, makes too many stupid fucking mistakes, cannot adapt to fucking good defenses. This is pathetic. FICTNER is a fucking trash-ass coordinator, and he needs to be fucking fired at the end of the year. You can't expect our defense to win every fucking game, guys, okay? You can't expect our defense to cause 3 turnovers a night. And you can't expect the defense to constantly get 5 fucking sacks a night. We only got 1 tonight because the Bills knew how to fucking adapt. But Keith Butler also had some problems, but I hope to fucking God he gets a head coaching, because he's been in line for a head coaching job, and I've been hearing he's a prime candidate to get a head coaching position somewhere in the offseason. I hope to fucking God he leaves. We need to get a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator stat, because putting Mark Barron and Terrell Edmonds as in our pass coverage absolutely killed us tonight. Allowed 2 touchdowns to freaking allowed that Josh Allen run-in touchdown, and he allowed that Tyler Kroft touchdown. Shouldn't even have happened. That shouldn't have even happened. It was embarrassing. You can't expect T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward, Steven Nelson, Joe Hayes. You can't expect these guys to play their fucking nuts off and just win the game. You can't expect that from them. It's absolutely pathetic. It is pathetic. Is this the end of our season? No. It's not. thank God to Tennessee losing, we still have a fucking chance. And right now, I think because the Ravens won the division and the Browns technically are still in if they win the next two. But here's the thing. We got to play the Jets and at Baltimore next week. If Baltimore wins against the Browns, that will officially eliminate the Browns in playoff contention. But if we go, let me see something. If we go 8-8, I think the Browns go 8-8. I think we could have a chance of going in. Let me check this. Oh, if I could share my screen real quick, give me 1 second, guys. Let me go back to here. Because I know Tennessee, they lost, and they got to play New Orleans and at Houston, both on the road. So they're basically screwed. So let me go ahead and just put in my weeks. Oh, they've got to play. Oh, it's at Tennessee, but still, the Saints, they're going to fucking walk all over the Titans, let's be honest, because they're going to walk over the Colts. And Buffalo Bills, congratulations on clinching the playoffs. You deserved it. But let me just go into a few things here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick things here. And let's see. Week 17. All right, so sorry it's taking so long. I just wanted to do a quick simulation just to see what we have here. So Cowboys. All right, so honestly, if we could win our next two games, but let me see something. If we lose our next two, let me switch the script real quick. Okay, so Cleveland would get in. So, folks, we could beat the Jets and at least beat the Baltimore Ravens, or at least have the Ravens. Because the Browns will probably beat the. If we can have the Ravens at least beat the, we can at least hope for something good here. But this isn't looking good, folks. I don't think our season's on life support. I think we have the easier schedule compared to the Browns and Titans. Because the Raiders, I think, are eliminated. I think they are because they lost again to the Jaguars. The Browns are 6-8. Technically, they are still alive. I don't know how. If we would have won tonight, the Browns would have been gone. And we didn't fucking capitalize on it. Because of fucking Randy Fichtner, we couldn't capitalize on it. We could have ended the Browns season tonight with a win. But yet we can't. The only way we end the Browns season, we win the game next week against the Jets. But if we play like we played tonight, we're not winning. Let's be honest. As much as a dumpster fire the Jets are, they still have some pieces, and they could definitely make some noise. And we got to play on the road against Le'Veon Bell. It's not looking good, folks. This honestly is not looking good. And I'm just absolutely fucking infuriated right now. I am so upset with this stupid game. Randy Fichtner, Mark Barron, and Terrell Edmonds, the officiating. Those are probably my three biggest things, the reason why we lost tonight. Duck, some of those throws were bad. Like two of the throws to Tre'Davious White. Okay, you're playing against one of the best cornerbacks in the league. I get it. Unfortunately, Gary's just apathetic. He's just happy the Bills won, but he's just waiting for the Bills to be upset with us to make out of the playoff. But right now, we have no shot of the fifth seed. We are officially out of the fifth seed, unfortunately, now. So we're fighting for that second wild card because Baltimore has the division. They won. So all Baltimore needs to do next week, and which is I'm hoping, if Baltimore beats Cleveland next week, or if we beat the Jets, we'll technically be ahead by a game and we'll eliminate the Browns. But this is a tough one. This is a tough pill to swallow, this game. This was just a tough game, honestly, from all counts. This is one of the hardest games to really watch, just because it was so dang close and just so sloppy on both sides. Steven Nelson played on the defense. Tyson Lalo, Steven Nelson, TJ Watt all played great games. Hayden did what he needed to do on defense. He really locked down his receivers, but this is a rough win, guys. This is a rough loss. And we play the Jets next week. Oh, God, I am actually a little bit scared of the Jets, actually, because despite the fact that the Jets are out of the playoffs technically, they'll have Le'Veon Bell, and he'll want to play spoiler. And they're going to want to abuse him a lot. So this is a brutal game. This is really a brutal game to analyze, just because there really wasn't too much that was worth talking about, honestly. There were many good plays. There were some good plays. James Washington had a great game. Tried to have the best game he could. Deontay Johnson had some great plays, but, dude, you need to hold on to the fucking ball, man. You caused one turnover and almost caused a second, man. You need to learn to possess the ball better. So, okay, Bills Mafia says, if you guys win and the Titans-Browns lose, you guys got the final spot. Also the Raiders. Well, the Raiders, technically, I think they're out. They got to play on the road twice. They have a tough schedule. They got to play I think it's the Broncos on the road and the Chargers on the road. The Titans got to play the Saints at home and the Texans on the road. The Browns got to play Baltimore at home and Cincinnati at home. It's on the road to Cincinnati, which Cincinnati, honestly, they've been playing a little bit better. So we have technically the easiest position if Baltimore can win against Cincinnati, against Cleveland, which unfortunately, as much as I'd love to see the Browns win against the Ravens, I'm going to have to root for the Ravens just because I want to see the Ravens clinch the number one spot. Then we play the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar Jackson, because if the Ravens do lock up the number one seed with a win next week, they will put in Robert Griffin III against the Steelers. So that could really help us out here. So, yeah, thank you, Bills Mafia, for that. And I did give you a shout-out earlier on my buddy Gary for the great game. You guys played an excellent game, caused a lot of turnovers, and you guys played a hell of a game. I'll give you guys fucking credit. You guys' defense is for fucking real. One of the best defenses in the league. It was just two tough defenses gritting it out. You guys had the better talent, and you guys made the better plays, and you guys deserve the win tonight. You guys definitely deserve it. We do not deserve to win having 5 turnovers. We just don't deserve it. And for the love of God, please do not make this 21 straight games with a turnover next week against the Jets. Because if we do, we're in trouble. Lord, this is going to be a rough 2 weeks coming up. Got to win against the Jets. We could do that. We'll be in better shape. All I'm hoping for next week is this. I'm hoping the Chargers beat the Raiders. I'm hoping the Ravens beat the Browns, and the Titans lose to the Saints. Those 3 things happen, we're going to get that last playoff spot, hopefully, because I know the Browns and Raiders will be eliminated if they both lose. They will both be eliminated. I know that for a fact, because they'll both be 9 losses each. And the Titans, they're going to have to play 2 tough opponents. The Texans, who beat them in Tennessee, and are going to probably play them in Houston in that last Sunday night game, more than likely, or that'll be flex. And they got to play the Saints, who are absolutely going to whoop the Colts tomorrow. So we do have the favorable part of it. We do have a very favorable schedule ahead of us, but we gotta execute. We gotta play better. We gotta play turnover-free football, and maybe just maybe we can get that last playoff spot, because unfortunately the Buffalo Bills, you played a great game. You clinched that 5th playoff spot. You officially clinched the playoff spot. You can still clinch the division with the East. So, oh yeah, that is right, Bills Mafia. Thank you for correcting me. We do own the tiebreaker because we did. I think we did beat the Colts this year. I think we do have the tiebreaker over the Colts. I think we had, like, conference tiebreaker. I think so. Even if we both go 1-1, we would still be ahead. And we do over the tiebreaker right now, so we're still in the 6th seed right now. We're still in the 6th seed, but we do need to be better, and we do need to play better. So, Mike Tomlin, I'm not going to give too much of a hassle with Tomlin. He coached as well as he could. The offense just really just couldn't do much with the Bills having a great turnover game. We do still lead the turnovers and sacks, though, but this was just a really tough loss, and we just need improvement, and we need to get better officiating because the officiating this year has been absolutely garbage. Tony Cornette, we had 2 officials with 20-plus years of experience, and they both sucked both games. So that doesn't help things at all. So I'm just going to call it a night, guys. I am pretty upset, but I'm just going to try to kind of get over it. So that being said, guys, we'll see you guys Tuesday for Pick'ems. See you guys later. Stay awesome. Let's go Steelers. We're still in the 6th seed for the playoffs, but we need to fix our fucking game plan. And FICTNER, go fuck yourself, dude. You need to get your ass in gear. If you don't, and we miss the playoffs because of you, your ass better be fired. Good night.